Well, thank you, Senator Blumenthal, and I want to, of course, thank you again for your leadership and for partnering with the Oversight Committee in the House to really spotlight all the horrors that are happening across the country. We, of course, this is our third hearing on DHS and ICE. We've taken testimony, we've heard important stories, we've talked about the misconduct and, quite frankly, the crimes of this administration. Now, at our first hearing, we documented how Secretary Noem has been lying when she has talked about not arresting American citizens or detaining U.S. citizens. At our second hearing, we talked about immigration enforcement and how agents have been brutalizing, blinding, beating, and killing Americans and others on the ground. And Oversight Democrats and our Senate partners have been fighting for accountability, for truth, and for the rights of all people. Now, we have documented horrific and terrible violence by this administration and will continue to do so. Now, ICE and DHS are operating like Donald Trump's personal and private military force. They're attacking communities, they're targeting people who are exercising their constitutional rights. And the results, of course, are all around us. We've heard testimony from teachers, from veterans, from people on the ground who have been arrested, shot, or attacked with zero justification. Now, as of February of this year, Oversight Democrats have documented over 530 credible and verified instances of possible abuses and misconduct by President Trump's federal immigration agents, including 224 incidents just with use of force. This is chaos that's been unleashed across the country. It's not just what we have seen, of course, in Minnesota, but everywhere in my home state of California, Chicago, and places across the country. Now, as we will hear today, ICE agents have been ordered to disregard the Constitution and to violate the rights of American citizens and immigrants in this country. And we all understand why the Fourth Amendment is so important and why the Constitution is also so clear. Now, when you look at the Fourth Amendment, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated. And no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Now, what's the most important here is the amendment specifies people, not just United States citizens, but all people for a specific reason. And that's been so important to our founders, to the Constitution, and for so many of us that all people are protected. Now, Donald Trump cannot legally send his private police force to smash down your door and take you away, or to enter your house without a legal warrant. Right now, the Trump administration is trying to take away that right. Instead of getting a warrant approved by an independent judge, under his worldview, he believes it's his right to go into any house in any city and do what he pleases. ICE wants to write its own permission slip without a judge to break down your door and to violate your rights. And this should terrify everyone. The same people overseeing and spreading violence and chaos right now are avoiding the Constitution, are breaking down doors, are causing harm. And in some cases, even back in my home state of California, we've seen video footage of agents going to homes without warrants and terrorizing communities. Now, oversight, of course, is critical, and the administration knows that they are being watched carefully. We're forcing them every single day to reevaluate their positions and to ensure that we're pushing the courts to do the right thing. Now, just at our last hearing, Fox News went absolutely crazy because they got upset that we called out Stephen Miller. And in fact, we used this image of Stephen Miller to emphasize the terror that he was causing. And in fact, Jesse Waters and other Fox News podcasters and right-wing media personalities get upset every time that we call out Stephen Miller. Let's be very clear. This is one of the most dangerous men in the administration as it relates to violations of the Constitution. He is terrorizing communities. He is sending ICE out across this country, and he's willing to destroy the law and our Constitution so that he can move forward with his own bigoted worldview of how he views our country. And he is accused, not just Democrats, but folks across this country, of putting immigrants ahead of American citizens, and that is a flat-out lie. We've heard testimony over and over again from American citizens, war veterans like George Retes, who was arrested just going to work, teachers like Miramar Martinez, who was shot 5 times and had 7 bullets put in her that went in and out of her body by her own government. We had agents that bragged about shooting U.S. citizens to their friends in other agencies. We've heard about testimony from Renee Good's brothers about Americans across the country who have been impacted, like themselves, who lost their own sister because a DHS officer shot her dead without justification. And we heard testimony today from Tayana Gibson Brown, a citizen and a healthcare worker, whose home was sworn by federal agents with military equipment and without a legal warrant. We're looking out for the Constitution and the rule of law, and Stephen Miller, Kristi Noem, and Donald Trump are not going to stop that work. Thank you, Senator Blumenthal, and I yield back.
Thank you.